Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Cowboys position group listed as NFL's weakest doesn't inspire much confidence. After sitting out the top of the running back market and whiffing at the position during the NFL draft, the Dallas Cowboys running back room lacks a true bell cow. Likewise, Pro Football Focus NFL analyst John Kosko lacks confidence in the Cowboys' running backs, ranking Dallas' backfield as the weakest in the league. The Cowboys were linked to multiple backs in the draft, Kosko writes for PFF, but came away with none. They instead re-signed Ezekiel Elliott a year after cutting him. They'll likely utilize him in a committee approach with Rico Dowdle and Royce Freeman, which doesn't inspire much confidence in the room. Dallas is essentially taking a $2 million flyer on Elliott picking up in 2024, at age 28, where he left off from 5 starts with the New England Patriots in 2023, rushing for 645 yards and 3 touchdowns as a focal point of the ground game. However, even if Royce Freeman carves out a role as a change-of-pace complementary back alongside Elliott, it's difficult to envision not selecting a running back during the draft is going to be a decision that works out favorably for the Cowboys. After all, Dowdle and Deuce Vaughn have combined for just 119 rushing attempts and 2 career touchdowns. Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy expects to lean heavily into a running back by committee approach in hopes of overseeing a third consecutive top 5 offense in 2024. I have more experience with that, McCarthy told reporters of deploying a committee. I think it's really the times that we're in. 17 games is a lot of football, that's a big role for those guys. Don't get me wrong, they'd all like to carry it like the old days and have those touches, but you want those guys fresh at the most important time of the year. So, that's all part of planning and how you look at projections of play time. Deploying multiple backs could help keep Elliott fresh, after logging 2,065 career rushing attempts, but how productive the Cowboys' running game proves to be remains to be seen, especially given the limited resources Dallas has invested in the position this offseason. Since his arrival, the Cowboys have exuded confidence in Elliott's ability to make a legitimate impact this season. Elliott will lead Dallas' backfield experiment, and it sounds like there's a feeling inside the building that he's ready to pick up where he left off. It's as natural of a transition that you'll ever see, McCarthy told reporters on May 13. He walked in and he had that unbelievable smile. It's like he never left. Huge personality in the locker room. But some things have changed for him as well, like protection systems, so he has some new learning, but it's great to have him back. Whether the Cowboys add a veteran back to round out the committee or supplant Elliott at the top of the depth chart remains to be seen, but it sounds like Cowboys COO Stephen Jones is optimistic about what the position group can offer in 2024. Certainly, the way we're looking right now, Jones said of the RB by committee approach, via the team's official website. A lot of teams do that and do it successfully. A lot of teams have moved toward that because of the wear and tear that comes with this league. We're not done yet, though. Cowboys free agent Stephon Gilmore discusses why he hasn't signed with a team. When Ezekiel Elliott came back into the Cowboys building, he quickly picked up his original number 21 jersey, and everyone rejoiced at the idea they could reopen their 21s from the cupboard. That all changed when Zeke and the Dallas Cowboys announced he would wear number 15, a number he wore during his time at Ohio State. When this happened, it opened speculation as whether another player who once wore 21 would be coming back, Stephon Gilmore. In recent news, Gilmore says he's waiting for the right time to choose which team he plays for this season. He also made a statement where he mentions his family commitments and wanting to pick a team when the time is right. Given his age, 33, playing such a prominent role last year, and also following the path other aged veterans have taken in the past, this makes sense. A reason why Gilmore remains on the market and has yet to be signed could be based on the fact that he wants to be patient. How long he waits is unknown, but older veterans in the past have waited until the season is underway to commit. The Cowboys have seen this before when T.Y. Hilton waited for some of the regular season to see which team would be a playoff contender and then quickly sign with Dallas and begin practicing late in the season. For now, it looks like to start the season the cornerback position in Dallas will be without Gilmore. It will consist of Trayvon Diggs, who is coming back from injury, Darren Bland, who broke a single-season record last year, and Jordan Lewis, who signed a one-year deal in the offseason. Keep a close eye on the cornerbacks behind the obvious starting three: Kalen Carson, Eric Scott, Nahshon Wright, and the other UDFA cornerbacks, who will now all look to fight for a role. Cowboys projected to add surprise replacement for Dak Prescott with reasonable arm. The Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott seem to be heading for the quarterback playing out the final year of his contract this season, which could mean replacing the 30-year-old could become a top priority next offseason. If Prescott walks at the end of next season, Jerry Jones and the Cowboys could be big players in the veteran quarterback market, or prioritize emerging from the 2025 NFL Draft with one of the top prospects at the position. CBS Sports NFL analyst Chris Trapasso envisions the latter scenario playing out, projecting the Cowboys will choose University of Houston quarterback Donovan Smith with the number 25 overall pick in his latest 2025 mock draft projection. There's always one surprise quarterback who catapults himself into the round one discussion, Trapasso writes. Smith is my pick right now. At 6'5" and listed at 240 pounds, he looks the part. Plus, he has mobility and a reasonable arm. In Trapasso's scenario, Smith is the fourth quarterback chosen and would represent the Cowboys undertaking a full-fledged refresh at quarterback. Smith began his collegiate career at Texas Tech before transferring to Houston before the 2023 campaign. Through his first 3 seasons as a starting quarterback, Smith boasts a 64.4 completion percentage with 5,488 passing yards with 41 touchdowns to 23 interceptions with a 137 passer rating. However, Smith missed the Cougar spring practices after undergoing surgery to repair a labrum injury in his right shoulder. This fall, Smith will aim to boost his draft stock and has the chance to build on a 2023 season in which he passed for a career-high 2,801 yards with 22 touchdowns and 13 interceptions. Depending on how the upcoming season plays out for Dallas, and how deep Prescott can lead the Cowboys in the postseason, Smith could make the third stop of his football career in the Lone Star State. Pro Football Network NFL draft analyst Ian Cummings suggests that while Smith is an under-the-radar prospect in the upcoming quarterback class, the 6'5" and 235-pound signal caller has the physical traits and talent to solidify his status as a first-round prospect this fall. Smith passes the eye test with his tools, Cummings writes for PFN. He's a great athlete at 6'5", 235 pounds, with the necessary explosiveness, fluidity, and play strength to create off-script. He also has near-elite composite arm talent, with the strength and elasticity to test defenses all through reps. With his arm talent, Smith can hit quick lasers on anticipation plays, hit crossing WRs on the move with his off-platform skills, or beautifully layer pace and touch on vertical concepts, and he's a danger from almost any platform with his angle freedom and natural feel. While it remains to be seen whether the 2024 campaign is Prescott's swan song in Dallas, the Cowboys' opponent to open the season is a mystery no longer. Ahead of the NFL releasing the full schedule, Fox announced that part of its opening weekend slate features the Cowboys taking on the Cleveland Browns in a 4:25 kickoff. Not only will the game pit Prescott against former Cowboys wide receiver Amari Cooper, but Tom Brady will be making his broadcasting debut in the Fox booth. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Donovan Smith? Leave your opinion in the comments.